Video start.
Okay, let's go. Snap it.
Alright. Take 1. 3, 2, 1. Alright, welcome to the podcast. This is we're gonna call this one pilot.
Yeah, pilot number 1.
Pilot episode.
Man, Big Bobby. We're here.
We're toying with some names. Our Bad
Our bad.
podcast.
Yeah. R-O-U-R. Our bad.
It doesn't mean that our podcast is bad. I mean,
Our podcast.
yeah,
Our bad.
Like-
We might say things that are bad.
we might speak some truth.
We're going to have a moment of silence for the cat.
Yeah, moment of silence for Bill. She was a great cat. Her name was Bill. She was named after a famous author from the 1930s, Bill Wilson.
Yeah.
He wrote, a couple books. If you know, you know.
Yeah. We're both members of a wild book club. Like
Yeah.
I said that last
A
night.
crazy
book club, bro.
I forgot about it. That was good.
It's so good. I was like, note to self.
It's like a secret society.
It's kind of like a cult, but whatever. It's good.
So one of the lamest things I ever heard, it was so lame I remembered it. The lady, she was like, "Yeah, we're in a cult, caring, understanding, loving, and tolerant." It's pretty good.
So
moment of silence.
Yeah, moment of silence.
That's for Bill.
That was for. Apparently, there's been a bunch of dead animals in Springfield, and we don't have a whole lot of information on it.
So I'm not saying it was him, but in 2022 there was a Springfield cat killer.
The Springfield cat
Yeah.
killer.
That mugshot. And get this, his dad was a veterinarian. He was like, "I'll show you, Dad.
Yeah.
Bring me some fucking cats."
Yeah, we're gonna murder some cat. Oh,
No, we're pro cats.
we love cats and dogs.
We got a couple dogs in the studio with us.
Yeah, we do. Bro and dude are running
Yeah,
around.
we do.
Yeah, they're good boys.
So ideally, this is gonna be like we're gonna interview people.
Yeah.
I was telling someone today they were like about our podcast, our bad comma podcast, and he was like, "What's it gonna be about?"
I know. What is it gonna be about?
I mean, whatever any pod, like, do we have a specific? Like, this podcast is about the National Football League.
Oh no, it would never be about that.
I mean, so me and Bobby have also figured out that we have different things that we're into. So
Oh yeah, so
we're gonna tell each other about these different things that we're into. Like for instance, Bobby is he's like amateur pogo sticker.
That's true.
That's
That's very accurate. I'm an amateur pogo sticker, as we call it. Pogo,
Progo.
yeah. Pogo. You know, that's my team name.
What am I into?
You're some sort of professional garbage man, I think.
I used to be.
Oh, you used
That's
to.
real.
You're retired, yeah.
I had like a little business, like didn't have an LLC, but it was called the Trash to Treasure Trolley,
That's right.
the Collins Cruiser, Trash to Treasure Trolley.
It was a long name.
Yeah.
Don't try and Google that.
One day we'll look at the pictures. Basically, I rode around collecting trash,
Solid.
or as I like to call it, treasure.
That's right. That is what you would call it.
Yeah. But thankfully, I don't have to do that anymore.
So you like?
I use Amazon now.
That's right. You're real into rap music, right?
I mean, yeah, I am,
Okay.
but it's not the only music I like.
All right. Well, is there any cool like rap feuds going on right now?
Well, not exactly a rap feud, but the P Diddy trial
Oh
started.
yeah, Diddy.
I was like, I was already thinking about talking about this. I'm gonna tell you, man. You know,
Did he do it?
I mean, he did something, but I don't think he did anything that warrants being locked away for life. Like, he's on trial for being a freak, basically,
Yeah.
and human trafficking is what they're calling it, which is bad. Human trafficking is bad, but I just, I wasn't there, so. It's not about what I think he deserves or doesn't deserve. That's not even my point. I don't think he's gonna get convicted.
You don't think so?
No.
You think other people will?
No, he's the only one under fire. So people might get their careers ruined that were involved. TD Jakes, the pastor, I think he stepped down. He's apparently on the videotapes. There's videotapes of everything.
That's hot. I mean, inappropriate. I mean,
So
wait,
Cassie was a girl. Cassie is a singer. I think she was. There was a girl group. I can't. Danity Kane.
I don't know who that is.
I want to say. So I'm gonna fact check that while I'm. So, anyways, that he was probably like the manager, and they ended up dating. And there's a video released of.
Is that the bald chick he beats up? Or is she bald?
She's not bald, but
She beats him, or he beats her up in a hallway. Like,
Yeah.
Ow. I've seen that. Yeah.
yeah, and that also wrong, but
He's a fucking psycho.
but
He looks
A lot.
He looks like he roid raging in that video. Rah! Go crazy.
so there's been like a string of these cases, like these RICO cases. They like Young Thug had the longest trial in Georgia history, I think it is, at least Atlanta, Fulton County. It might be Georgia, I don't know. So, and they're like all these guys. They're trying to like put them in prison for life based on like what they say in their songs, their lifestyles.
Well, that's crazy.
Yeah. And I mean, I think a lot of like the stuff that these people say in the songs, they might actually have done it, but I don't know. I feel like if there's really like crimes being committed, they could find better evidence. And
Well, also, if you really did those crimes and you rap about it, you're probably an idiot.
yeah, but that's what sells. You know.
You could just make stuff up.
Yeah, I think most of them do.
Yeah.
But then you got these two guys that are like, really like gangsters. And it was like Young Thug, he was a rapper that was wearing a dress and all that stuff. I'm a huge fan of him, by the way.
Okay, yeah.
Even though he just put a song out, since he's been out, I'm not a big fan of it.
I like Jelly Roll.
Let's talk about Jelly Roll. I saw Jelly Roll live.
How expensive is that?
I didn't pay for it.
Nice. Who got it for you?
An old friend. I want an old friend.
Sure.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
And it was cool, man. Like, I'm not a huge Jelly Roll fan. Like, I like the song "Save Me."
Yeah.
So I already was like, I like that song. I remember Jelly Roll when he was like a little rapper from like Tennessee. Like, he used to be a Lil White, who was a white rapper of 3 6 Mafia. Been around for a while.
3 6 Mile.
Yeah.
Slop on my knob. Like
Yeah.
corn on the cup.
Those
Check
guys.
it with me. So I listened to he was on Joe Rogan's podcast, and he was so like happy.
Who, Jelly Roll?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Like,
he seems like a really
such a nice guy, right? So it's like, I'm gonna listen to his music. I was like, and he was talking about his Beautifully Broken album. So I was like, I'm gonna listen to
That's the newest one.
it. It's I think
It came out recently.
came out fairly recently. Well, I listened to it, and it's literally all about alcoholism and addiction.
So at the concert, it was like, it was weird because he was like chugging liquor and smoking blunts on
I know, it's
stage.
crazy.
But he also, I guess his wife, Bunny, think's her name.
Yeah.
Is in recovery, and they did a whole slideshow of people in recovery showing how much time they have.
And I know he's not like really in recovery because he talked about that on the program, on the podcast too, on Joe Rogan's podcast, about how like he was in and out of the rooms, which I get. You know what I mean? I was too forever.
Mm-hmm.
But like that whole album, like at that time, it hit me like I had a visceral, physical response to that album. And I was like, and I listened to it like 100 times in a row. I just listened to it over and over and over and over and over. Like everywhere I went.
It's pretty amazing what he's done to go from being some little,
It was like an
thug
untapped
rapper to like winning awards in country music.
But like good recovery music was like not a thing.
No.
It wasn't. Like there was nobody that was like that really had gotten that market for like and like now he's doing recovery and Christian music. Like he's killing it.
Shout out Jelly Roll.
Yeah, seems like such a nice guy.
Very humble.
And like sounds so unique.
Great performance too. Like
Yeah,
that
amazing. And
show
he's
was
on
great.
like a crazy weight loss journey. Lost a lot of weight. It's cool. Let's go, Jelly Roll. We can work out together. Yeah.
Yeah, come be our first guest. Jelly Roll.
Oh my God, please. He'll never be on our show.
He might. He's that humble.
He is so nice.
If somehow he
What's up, Boba?
Listen, I know some of you people out there probably know someone that knows someone that knew Jelly Roll.
Do you know a guy?
I met a guy at work that said he knew Jelly Roll one time.
That's right. I knew a guy that knew a guy that once knew a guy that knew someone. I don't know who it was.
Me neither.
It was exciting though. That was a day. I think it was a Wednesday.
What happened?
What? I don't know. Tell me about your way to Houston shirt. Where'd you get that?
Walmart.
All right.
Oh no.
Was this a purchase for yourself?
I lied. I got it at Ross.
All right. Ross Dress for Less. Shout out to Ross.
TJ Maxx.
Oh, well, we're switching up now. It could be
The
either.
one by Winn-Dixie on Normandy.
Yeah.
Or something like that. I know. I just thought it was cool.
So it was a self-purchase. You purchased
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Nice.
I don't think anyone would think of me and be like, I should get this from Matt. Like, when you use this shirt.
Well, what does Matt need? He needs a Whitney Houston shirt. I would have gotten you that shirt.
I had a Britney Spears shirt.
I was literally just going to say I would have gotten you a Britney Spears shirt.
I had it. It was like her from like the
I know exactly what picture.
schoolgirl outfit
Yes.
on her knees. Like it was like kind of like. Anyways.
I can see it in my head. I can see the picture in my head.
Hey man, remember when she came out? Like,
Dude, she was, oh my God. I was in love with her. I was like, she's so pretty. Now I think she's gross.
yeah. Listen, they say that she's not on drugs. I think they say that. Did they say that?
I don't know. I'm pretty sure she's on drugs.
I've
You
seen
know that
videos
kind of-
of her with knives,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
dancing around, and I was like, dude, I used to do that same exact thing.
If I had crazy money, I would be on drugs, probably.
Well, she didn't. So there was a conservatorship. I don't know how you say it, but that thing her dad had on it for a long time, and it was a huge. Like I watched the documentary on it on probably on Netflix, and so she got her money finally.
Yeah.
And yeah, man, Hollywood seems like a weird place.
It is. Even though there's people that don't have money and they say, oh, I don't have any money, I'm broke, they're still a million times wealthier than you or I. Like, they stay in the nicest places, like, everything.
Yeah, they reached that level.
Yeah, you just hit a level of, like, your broke isn't normal people broken.
Yeah, like they'll still give you.
Yeah, you're still, they'll just still give you free shit. Like, oh, you're famous, here's free stuff. Like, you don't need money, really. Like, Britney Spears can go anywhere and probably get shit comped for her. Especially when she was, like, mega famous. Like,
she was young, though, man. Like, if you think about it, like, she was young, and I think her dad was crazy.
Everybody's crazy in here. Dude, anybody that, like, pushes their kid, imagine how you take your kid and you're like, I'm pushing them into Hollywood. I'm going to do whatever it takes. Like, you got to have like a couple screws loose. There's something wrong that you would want to put your kid through that, because not one child star, not one, has turned out normal.
How about Amanda Bynes?
She's all fucked up. She's like a poster child of like fucked up.
They did something to her eyebrows.
I think she probably did that to her own eyebrows.
She was another one who I was like,
So
watching all
funny.
that and,
Oh my god, so funny and beautiful.
I think she had her own show.
Yeah,
maybe.
she did the Amanda Show.
Yeah. Shout out Amanda Bynes.
Yeah, you can be our first guest.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
I think she's sober now.
She is. She's. Yeah, she's shot out too. I like watching videos of her. She's cool.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she did some partying. God, I can't imagine her like Lindsay Lohan. She did some partying.
Yeah, she seems like
She's fixed herself up a
Yeah.
little bit.
I guess. I don't really hear much about her anymore.
Yeah, well, that's what happens when you get better. You like.
Okay, so when we were talking about the jelly roll, so we're no longer doing drugs. There's this thing, right? It's like you think that certain musicians, let's use Eminem for instance. I liked Eminem's music better when he was like on drugs.
Yeah. Okay.
Right. So you talk about recovery music.
Yeah.
He's definitely made some recovery music.
And, I mean, a little bit. Yeah, I guess. But you don't think of them.
His album was called Recovery.
That's true. It was.
And highly successful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not afraid. You're right.
But do artists, or no, it's not something like Young Thug, so he's like on probation for 15 years. He was doing a lot of drugs in his prime and making the music that I enjoyed by him. And do you think there's a correlation between getting sober and not having the creative spark that he once had?
Absolutely. I think drugs, certain drugs especially, like take you to a more creative place.
So a group that I think became clean and still made great music was the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Yeah.
I don't know, just things I think about because I like to make music, but I definitely would make it like staying up all night and not sleeping.
Tweak it.
Yeah. And I watched a documentary a couple days ago. They're a group called Digital Organized Noise.
We're gonna get someone. Our bad. There's a real good chance we get things way wrong. So that's our bad. Also, partially why we want.
Yeah, Organized Noise. That was it.
Our bad. You got it.
So
You figured it out.
Organized Noise produced the first few Outkast albums. They were part of the group called the Dungeon Family, and they had a studio in the basement at some house. And it's really if you check it out, it's on YouTube. But they discovered Outkast basically.
We didn't hit the record button on this podcast thing.
Really?
Yeah.
No way. I quit.
It's okay.
Dude, we were doing so good.
We were doing so good. We were crushing it. Do your Clippy guy again.
You remember everything we said?
No, we're good. We got it on video at least.